Hi everyone, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. My video today is a love letter to Becca. It was recently announced that the iconic complexion brand that launched in Australia 20 years ago will be closing in September. I was really sad. I have a sentimental attachment to a lot of my makeup. There's a lot of fantastic products from the brand. It's been a big part of my makeup journey. So today I'm going to share my Becca collection with you, put some of it on my face, talk about my feelings about each product, recommend maybe some dupes, some similar items, and just have a bit of a chit chat about all things Becca. So if that's something you'd be interested in seeing, then just keep watching. The first thing I'm going to use is this Becca Skin Love Glow Shield Prime and Set Mist. So this one you can spritz on at first, and this is going to be a little bit like my essence, I suppose, to start the application process. This stuff really makes skin glow. I really love this. So this is one that I will miss. Smells fresh. It's made my skin look a bit dewy and healthy already. So it's got 4.5 stars on the Becca website, and it claims to be a silky cloud-like mist that primes, sets and refreshes. So you can use this obviously to prime, set and refresh your makeup through the day, and it gives such a nice dewy finish. So it's alcohol free, boosts hydration, and it's nourishing. It contains Hawaiian seawater and desert spring water to boost hydration, and vitamin E to condition the skin, as well as goji berry, blueberry extract, cranberry extract to nourish the skin. So there's a real skincare element to this one. It is fueled by their Glow Nectar Brightening Hydra Complex, which is a blend of ingredients to help brighten, hydrate and nourish the skin. So it says hold 4 to 5 inches away, spray liberally, avoid the eyes. So you can apply before makeup for a dose of hydration, or after makeup to set and improve wear, or again throughout the day to refresh. It does say to use this before the Skin Love Primer. I don't have a Skin Love Primer, but I do have a lot of other Becca primers, which I will show you next. This one is available from Boots for £22. You get 70 millilitres. I managed to get this on £10 Tuesday, a promotion that Boots sometimes run for a tenner, so I was super happy to get this. Will I be repurchasing this? I'm not sure. I think it would just be prolonging the inevitable. A comparable mist is the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Air Flash. This one you can use to prep and set the makeup, the same thing. It's also quite a dewy finish, and it will have skincare benefits in there as well. This one is £26, but you actually get 100 mils, so it's comparable on price. This does also have aloe vera, green tea, so it does have other skincare benefits as well, just like this one. I don't really like the smell of this. I much prefer the smell of this, and I much prefer the finish of this. So I'm thinking maybe I do need to buy more. So if you love this, I would advise stocking up, because I don't know another product that is exactly like this one. It's just that perfect level of dewiness. I really like it. I'm going to miss you, and I'm going to come back to you at the end. So I'm going to follow that up with the gorgeous, this is the First Light Priming Filter Instant Complexion Refresh. This is another lovely product, and again, I don't know another product quite like this. It's colour correcting, so it is a purple toned primer. This one smells absolutely delicious too. It just smells edible. Fresh, fruity. And I'm using this one first because oh God, it smells so delicious. It smells like fruity sweets. This one's got a lot of moisturising ingredients in. It's got hyaluronic acid, vitamin E, lots of good stuff. And I just I find this to be like a lightweight moisturiser that gives a dewy, healthy radiance to the skin. I must say, this is one of the Becca products that I really like, but I don't use it a lot because I usually like a pore filling primer. This one's more of a hydrating one. And I think if you had amazing skin, you could literally just use this on good skin days. However, my skin has never been that good, but I like that lovely glow it brings. This is a bestseller on the Becca website and it has 4.5 stars. It claims to be an instantly brightening makeup primer that refreshes a dull complexion using cool light technology. So you've got that lavender tone in it, which is recommended for sallow skins, but then you've also got that light reflecting benefit. So it claims to brighten, refresh, it's dermatologist tested and non-comedogenic. I'm not sure what that cool light technology is, but it looks good to me. It's also got, in addition to that, hyaluronic acid and vitamin E, prickly pear and ginger, a refreshing citrus fragrance it's called, to awaken your senses. So again, if you don't like fragrance in your skincare or makeup, this one might not be for you. Apply 1 to 2 pumps on clean moisturized skin. I would skip the moisturizer with this. I tend to lean combo. I think this functions really well as like a primer moisturizer in one. Blend and then apply your favorite foundation. It's vegan, cruelty free, and all of Becca products are PETA certified. You get 30 mils and this one is available for £28 from Boots. A really, really, really nice product. I probably won't repurchase tons of this just because it's not something I use on a daily basis. However, now I'm looking at my skin and it's looking so dewy, I'm thinking I should use it more. I'm so sentimental. A similar product to that First Light primer in my mind is the Too Faced Hangover primer. Now this doesn't have a lavender tone, but it does have that kind of moisturizing primer. It has skincare benefits in as well, and it does just make you look dewy, glowy, and would be nice for a no makeup day. I know that Sisley make a lavender tone primer, but I've never tried that before, so if you did want that colour correcting, if anyone has tried the Sisley lavender primer, please let us know all about it in the comments. Okay, so while that sets in, I'm going to use as many Becca products as possible, and I'm going to go for the Shimmering Skin Perfector, the liquid version of their iconic highlight. But I'm going to use the powder highlight on my face. So I wore my strappiest top, so I can just show you this on my décolleté. So this is the shade Opal. So it's a really nice creamy formula with a subtle type of shimmer. No chunky glitter. So I'm not sure if you can see a difference on camera. I might do some more just to really amp up the glow. And it's really subtle, but it's definitely there. And because you get 30 mils, it's quite a decent size, so I won't really mind using this on the body as well, because it's quite big compared to other liquid highlights. So there I am with shimmery shoulders. Super subtle, but it does bring a nice luminosity to the area. The usual price is £30, but this is currently a third off, as a lot of Becca Cosmetics are. So you can pick this up for £20 at the moment on boots.com. It is described as a dewy liquid highlighter, hydrating, infused with ultrafine light reflecting pearls to help create a fresh, healthy glow. Multi-toned pearl pigments are tapped to your skin's natural undertones for a multifaceted, multi-dimensional shimmer. that melts into the skin. It came in 7 shades. Quite a unique product. It also has SPF 25. The similarest thing I can think of is the ABH Liquid Glow. I've got this here in the shade Perla. So again, that's like a different shade to what I'm wearing at the moment, but a similarly frosty, pearly liquid highlight. It's actually £27 this one, and you get less product, you only get 20 mils. If you love this, I would suggest trying to stock up while you still can. This whole thing is making me really sad. Next, I am going to use this Becca Anti-Fatigue Under Eye Primer. Now this, I think, is a really unique product. I can't recommend anything similar to this one. It looks like this. And you are just instructed to swirl your finger in here, warm it up between your fingers, and then pat under the eyes. And it feels nice and cool. It's got a bit of the dimethicone silicone feel that I like in my priming products. It feels like it's going to be giving me a bit of a line fill, and this is the first step in Becca's kind of 3-step under eye system, which I'll be demoing all steps of for you today. So I'm feeling like that's matted down on this side. That primer a little bit. And I'm not sure if you can see a difference on camera, but I am wearing the primer on this eye, and this is the eye without the primer. This under eye does seem to be looking a little better to me than the other eye in the monitor. I think it has had a slight colour correcting effect and a bit of a line fill. A subtle but noticeable effect, I would say. So this claims to cool, soothe and prime for makeup. Prime tired eyes with this cooling eye balm. The velvety texture helps smooth and blur the appearance of imperfections under the eye. Light is diffused around the under eye area to smooth the appearance of skin and make it look more awake. It immediately refreshes the delicate skin under the eyes with a cooling sensation while priming for colour corrector and concealer application. So you're supposed to use your ring finger because that's the gentlest one. Pat under your orbital bone. Can be applied over makeup and to refresh tired eyes throughout the day. So that's really, really good. It contains vitamin E to nourish under the eyes. Helps light bounce off the eye area. This is quite a cult product of theirs. £24 from Boots in the UK, and on the website it says they've got more stock coming soon. So I will apply that to the other eye. Definitely see less kind of colour difference under this eye than this eye as compared to the rest of my face. So I will take any little bit of help I can get under that eye area. Like I say, I can't recommend a dupe for this, but if you are aware of one, please let us know in the comments. It really does seem to be smoothing out that area and doing subtle colour correcting as well. I'm going to use another Becca primer. This is the Backlighting Priming Filter. This is one of my all-time favourite products from Becca. I absolutely love this primer. Again, I don't use it on a daily basis because it doesn't have any silicones. That's what it looks like. I've put rather a lot there because I love it so much. Again, it smells edible. This smells like a holiday to me, and although it doesn't have any wrinkle filling, pore filling effect, which I do like in a primer, it has the most stunning glow. I like to wear this on nights out when I want to look really, really glam, because it just gives the most gorgeous, glowy, angelic sheen. I am obsessed with it, and honestly that is one that I would be tempted, I'm tempted, in all honesty, to stockpile. Cannot tell you how delicious the smell is either. I look a little bit like the Tin Man, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to put foundation on top, and I will just have the most glorious, gorgeous glow peeking through. There I am, glowing to the gods with my beloved primer. If you have very oily skin, you may not like this one, but I love it. So this Absolute Beauty is a primer that uses backlight technology to filter, blur and diffuse for instant illumination for all skin tones. It instantly boosts radiance, smooth skin, blurs imperfections. Contains vitamin E to nourish the skin, gives a lit from within glow. It adds a sheer layer of radiance and dimension, making skin appear to glow from beneath makeup. Gives you an even base, 1 to 2 pumps on clean moisturised skin, and then apply your favourite foundation. It can be used alone to give a luminous glow, or you can put additional primer on the bits that you want your face to glow most. This is just one of my most loved products, and I am so sad that it's leaving. £28 from Boots, 30ml, it's got 4.5 stars. Everyone loves it. An alternative that I could maybe suggest, the Beauty Pie primer, all-in-one wonder illuminating primer, is very similar. It is a new packaging on the site, but it's the same stuff. This, as you can see, it's a similar colour and it gives a luminosity, but it just doesn't give as much luminosity as this one. One of my holy grail products, one that will be sorely missed. Absolute perfection. Please bring it back, Becca. Don't go, Becca. Don't leave us. Next, it's this guy. It is Becca's #1 selling product. It is the Under Eye Brightening Corrector. I have this in the shade light to medium, and it's a nice creamy formula. It is that second step that I talked about in that little eye routine, and you put it on your ring finger, you warm it up, you tap from the inner corner to the outer corner, and it does such a good job brightening up that under eye. I think this is the product that most people are stockpiling, that most people are going to miss. So I have the under eye corrector on this eye, and there's my other eye. I can see the difference in the monitor. I can see the difference here again. It's evened out that tone. It's making the skin under my eyes closer to the colour of the rest of my face. It's bringing subtle illumination, and it is absolutely iconic. Backlight technology infuses peach and apricot toned colour correctors with light reflecting illuminators that deflect away from dark circles under the eyes. It creates an even base for concealer. So it's that second step to bright eyes. It's got backlight technology, peach and apricot pigments and vitamin E. Claims to brighten, correct dark circles, illuminate and nourish. So yeah, this is light medium. It also comes in medium deep. It's got 4.5 stars. You get 4.5 grams in here, and it's £21, currently in stock on the Boots website. I will pop this under my other eye. There we go. Oh, I popped a bit more on that eye than the other eye. Now I must say, this is one of the products that I am not worried about running out of. Sorry Becca, you were the trailblazers. Oh. You started this. You created a product that people loved. There I am with it under both eyes, but I've found a dupe. Beauty Pie duped this. So this is their Super Luminous Under Eye Corrector. Looks extremely similar. You only get 4 grams in this one. This is the Beauty Pie one. You can see how similar they are. Swatch them side by side. So we have the Beauty Pie one, and then there's the Becca one. So that Beauty Pie one is in the shade Light as well. The only thing is, I prefer the Beauty Pie version. There they are blended out. So we've got the Beauty Pie and the Becca. The Beauty Pie one's nicer. It's easier to build. It brings more luminosity. I'm so sorry Becca, because you guys started it. But if you are a member of Beauty Pie, this one is more affordable because it's about £7 if you're in the club. I was searching for a dupe because I enjoyed that Becca product, and when I saw Beauty Pie did one, I wanted to see if I could not have to spend £21, and I don't. It's actually £21, the Beauty Pie alternative if you're not in the club. So if you're not a member of the Pie, you can still get a comparable, I would argue superior product for the same price. But if you're in the club, you can get this for £7.28, and it kind of does the same thing, but it's better. The other base products that I've got from Becca is they did bring out a blurring primer. This was the Velvet blurring primer, and this has also got a peach tone. Looks like this. I'm not going to put another primer on my face, don't worry. It's quite liquidy. It's nice. It's not a bad product. It just didn't blur enough for me. Got that nice apricot tint. Looks like the only place this is really in stock, if this is your favourite, is Beautylish, which has got vitamin C and E in, soft focus blurring. Again, 30 mils. That's $39 US because you'd have to import that if you're in the UK. Oil-free yet hydrating. Another nice base product. I won't be running out to buy any more of these. Next, I'm going to go for the Aqua Luminous foundation. I really, really like this foundation. I don't love the application process. It's got this weird dropper. You're supposed to shake it up before you use it. That's what it looks like. I use it in the shade Fair, and it is a gorgeous sheer foundation. Now, I'm rarely having a good enough skin day, sadly for me, to use this as my foundation. It's very sheer coverage. However, the finish is just what I like. If I had good skin, I'd wear this every day. Oh, it just gives such a luminous sheen. I've got a pre-dampened beauty blender just to work this in. Oh my gosh, I love it. And you know, my skin's been improving a lot lately. Thanks to Mr. Bader. So actually, because I've been using that fancy, scientifically cutting edge Augustinus Bader, the cream, my skin has improved. So maybe I could get away with this Becca Aqua Luminous foundation as my foundation this summer. No, because I've put so many base products on, it's quite hard to work in. But you wouldn't usually be wearing 2 primers probably. It just looks so lovely and radiant. It's not melting in, but I probably have created a bit of a barrier with those two primers. It usually melts in lovely. Oh, it's just so dewy and nice. So there I am with one pump of the Aqua Luminous foundation. I'm going to do another pump or another dropper. I really love it. This one's not on the Becca site anymore, but it is still available on boots.com. I'll bounce this in with my sponge. Really, really nice. I might have to put some on my neck actually to make myself match. I love it. If you've got good skin, such a gorgeous foundation. If you don't already know about it, maybe don't buy it because they're going out of business. So we're only going to be able to have a finite supply. It just gives that juicy, healthy model skin. Like I say though, wouldn't be capable of giving you very much coverage if that's what you were looking for. So beautiful. So there I am with my base products on, 2 pumps of the Aqua Luminous foundation, and it's just as stunning as I remember. If you have oily skin, again, you might not like this one because it's quite sheeny and shiny. Again, you get 30 mils. The usual price is £32, but it's on offer from boots.com, a third off at the moment. It's got a 4-star rating. It's described as a light buildable liquid foundation that imparts a subtle luminosity and a weightless feel, evens and perfects your complexion. Subtle luminosity that blurs imperfections and leaves a soft focused glow. It's that angelic look that I always want. So it's available in 9 flexible shades, but because they're so sheer, you can kind of get away with a shade that doesn't exactly match you. You have to shake it up because it's around 30% pure pigments and luminizers. And they recommend if you have got very oily skin to matte it down with their finishing powder. Another gorgeous one for me. Comparable product, Pat McGrath, the Skin Fetish foundation. It is a very sheer foundation that gives you like angelic vibes if you just put a bit on. That Pat McGrath one's a buildable coverage, but that's the only one I could think of that was kind of comparable. Do I need any on my neck? I'm just going to put some on my neck so I don't have the dreaded demarcation line. It's so nice. It's so nice. Oh my gosh. I'm glowing. I've got that Becca glow that we're all going to miss so much. Will we miss it? I just think we'll just move on to the next thing and forget about it. I do get quite sentimental. It was one of the first kind of makeup brands that I really discovered Becca. It's been around 20 years, so that was probably the start of my makeup journey. I'm going to follow that again with the Aqua Luminous concealer. It's also a sheer concealer. I'd never really buy a sheer concealer because why are we buying concealer? We're buying it to cover. I just thought it might work well with the foundation. But yeah, I don't know of any other concealer that claims to be sheer coverage, so I couldn't really recommend a dupe for this. I have this in the shade Lights. I'm going to bounce that in with my sponge again. So I've just gone under the eyes to try and even out my tone. And I just put that in my creases because again, I believe it's a light reflecting formula. going to work well with that foundation. So just if you did need a little bit more coverage. I think I'm in danger of getting cakey here because I've used so many products trying to showcase Becca to the max, but it's alright. I'm using just the underside of my sponge with no product on, and I'm hopefully going to soak up some of the product. I'm going to go for a bit more on my chin. Not going to put any more under my eyes. Because Becca, it's not about looking really heavily made up, I don't think. It's about that lovely, angelic glow. So there I am. Base products, foundation and concealer. And it's looking nice and glowy and dewy. And it's making me so sad that Becca's leaving. So this concealer, again, it's not available on the Becca website, still available on Boots in the UK. Usual price is £21. You get 5.1 grams in here, and it is on offer with a third off, £14 at the moment. Only has a 3-star rating on the website, and I think that's just because it's just not a lot of coverage. It claims to be a weightless, water-rich concealer that contains subtle, flexible pigments infused with light-reflecting technology to conceal and blur imperfections for long-lasting, perfected complexion. 32% water-rich, easily blendable, conceals imperfections, covers dark circles, hides blemishes and hyperpigmentation, perfects skin tone for a bright and radiant look. Light to medium buildable coverage for a non-cakey finish, again available in 9 shades. So I'd say that's fine for the most minor of imperfections. I don't have one of the Becca Luminous blushes. What I do have is, I have a Shimmering Skin Perfector, which they don't make anymore. This one is in the shade Bronzed Amber, which looks like this. So it's a bronzing highlighter. And it's a mix between the Opal and Topaz Shimmering Skin Perfectors and the Wild Honey Blush. So it's going to work differently on different complexions. I thought it might work as a kind of bronzy blush on my fair skin. I've never actually tried this one before. Oh, and they look so beautiful, don't they? So I'm just going to dust my brush into the pan. It's picked up a lot of pigments. I'm going to tap that off a lot because I'm a little bit scared. Yeah, it's kind of like a honey glow on me. And there's still quite a lot of pigment on that blush, but it's okay, I'll blend. So that is still available, I've seen on the website lookincredible.co.uk, and that website has a 4-star rating on Trustpilot, so I'm assuming that the products are still fresh and not expired. And I've just popped that all over my cheeks on the bridge of my nose, and it's given me a really nice sun-kissed glow. It looks, yeah, it really does look like I've got an amazing tan. It looks a bit crazy on camera, but not too bad in real life. I'm just going to go over that with my sponge to make it a little bit more natural. Wow, I really like that. So I am then going to go ahead and highlight as well with one of the Shimmering Skin Perfectors, and I'm going to use the shade Moonstone, which is one of my favourites. It's a well-loved pan there. So I find with these Shimmering Skin Perfectors that it's really always good to give your brush a bit of a spritz with the setting spray. So I'm going to again shake up that Becca setting spray that I have and spritz my brush. Then I'm going to take that into the pan and give it a good swirl. And then I'm going to smile. And apply to my cheekbones, the tip of my nose, and my cupid's bow. You see that subtle but angelic Becca glow. These products are really iconic. I'm pretty sure that the first highlighter I ever owned was from Becca. They're just synonymous with great highlights. I mean, don't even get me started on Champagne Pop. I think that's what really took them to the next level. Bit too deep for my skin tone though. So you can go from subtly angelic. I'm going to build it up a little more because it's our love letter to Becca today. I'm so sad. So swirl the brush into that pan again. Oh wow. And I'm going to get that creamy, dreamy highlighted look today. I'm going to take it around my brow bone as well, why not? Let's go for it. So there I am, wearing my Moodstone. They brought out so many of these highlighters. They brought out a lot of limited edition shades. So as well as that Moodstone, I'll swatch some for you. So there's Moodstone. That's what I've got on my cheeks now. Then I have this little mini. It's so cute. So this one is so cute. So I think the minis were about £15. That's Vanilla Quartz. Swatch that. So they're quite similar. So we got Moodstone and Vanilla Quartz. Then got a couple of the limited edition shades that they brought out. So this one was quite popular. This one was the Prismatic Amethyst, which had a lilac shift. They realised they were onto a winner with these and brought out so many shades. So there's Prismatic Amethyst. And then, I think I've only ever worn this one as a eyeshadow. This is a lovely gold one. That was brought out as part of a 2018 limited edition Volcano Goddess collection. Oh wow. We've got Moodstone, Vanilla Quartz, Prismatic Amethyst, and Gold Lather. So massive pans, unless you've got the travel size of course. Absolutely iconic. Will be sorely, sorely missed. I am getting emotional, I'm not even joking. So these are a best-selling product, the Shimmering Skin Perfector. I believe they were the best-selling highlighters in America last year, yet the company is still shutting down. It's crazy to me. So 5-star rated, award-winning highlighter, ultra creamy formula that melts in for a natural luminous glow. Comes in a bunch of shades, the most iconic one being the shade that was created with Jacqueline Hill, Champagne Pop. Oh, Prismatic Amethyst looks like it was made permanent, that duochrome lavender shade I showed you. So you glow from every angle. It contains ultra fine multi-dimensional pearls. I just don't know what to say about it. It's just the OG. It's the OG highlighter. So smooth. I wouldn't like to, I'm just going to blend it in with my sponge just to make it look a bit more natural because I really piled it on there. What would I say stacks up against this as a powder highlight? It's the OG, isn't it? I like the pressed Anastasia Beverly Hills highlight in the glow kits. If you love these, stock up because they're iconic. These are still available on Boots for £30 in a lot of colours. I'm not going to say that anything dupes it. It's just like a celebrity of the highlighter world. And this is the Becca Glow. I'm going to continue on with my makeup, and for eyes I'm going to use a well-loved Becca eyeshadow palette, the Volcano Goddess palette, which came out in 2018. They are the shades. I'm not going to do much with my eyes today. Becca, I don't think I'm being disrespectful when I say they weren't really known for their eye products. I've just tapped into that granite shade there, which I'm going to put in my crease. No one's getting upset. No one was relying on Becca for their eyeshadow, let's face it. You know, this is a pretty nice formula, but it just wasn't what they were known for. I'm going to put that granite shade all over the lid. This palette is actually still available if anyone did want to pick it up, from 9thavenue.co.uk. And then I think I'm just going to tap this haze shade on my lower lid. Got a little bit of fallout, so yeah. Like that. I'm kind of not fussed about my eyes today. I know Becca did recently bring out some little eyeshadow duos with a liquid shadow. If you've tried those, please let me know if they're any good. I'm going to put that granite shade again under the eye. Yeah, this wasn't my favourite palette. I didn't use it a lot. I'm just pulled it out today for my little Bye Bye Becca video. Some of that shimmer went under my eye, but that's okay. So I've just done a super quick eye look there. And of course, I will pop a Becca highlight in my inner corner. So again, I'm just going to wet down this little brush. And I'm going to use the little Vanilla Quartz shade. Tap into that. And just paint that into my inner corner. And that never lets us down. So just a quick, simple daytime eye look. I don't know if Becca ever made a mascara, but I certainly don't have one, or a brow product or a liner. So I will finish off my eyes and be right back. I am back with hopefully matching eyes. So I just did the same thing on the other side of the eyes, and I used the Beauty Pie shadow liner, the Beauty Pie cream shadow in the shade Teddy Bear as liner in my waterline. I also used the By Terry Lash Expert Twist Brush Double Effect Mascara. I just used the lengthening side of the brush to give a bit of a natural look for my lashes today, since we are all about the complexion. These two I did try out for the first time in a first impressions video, which I will link below if you are interested in watching. And then I used my classic Tarte Busy Gal Brows in the shade Medium Brown. So we are almost there, just a couple more steps. So my next step is powder, and I'm going to use one of the very interesting, iconic products from Becca. It is the Hydra-Mist Set and Refresh powder. This one is just so unique and iconic because this is a brand new one. I'm starting off to get the full effect. So it's a powder that feels wet when you apply it on the skin. It's quite an interesting sensation. So I've just peeled off there, and then you can see the product in there. There's a little sifter. I'm excited for this because I just have this in the translucent shade. Tap off, and this says keep me close to keep me cool, because it feels extremely cooling on application. I'm going to dust that on. And what it is, it feels like nothing, but it's a kind of a light, hydrating veil. Nothing like it. I couldn't dupe this for you. The only thing I could compare it to is maybe the By Terry Hyaluronic Hydra powder, because this is also kind of a moisturising powder. It's loose, it's translucent, but this claims to be a matte finish, whereas this claims to be, it's a dewy finish. It's not dewy, it's not matte, it's such an interesting product. This powder is actually formulated with 50% water, so it's a weightless setting powder that refreshes and cools the skin with all-day moisture. It comes in an original shade, which I used, which is a shea creamy beige, and it comes in golden bronze, which is a soft, warm tan. Claims to blur the look of pores and fine lines, which I think it does a little bit. Improves the skin tone. 50% water, refreshing and cooling sensation on the skin, a mist-like sensation, applies seamlessly, doesn't cake. It claims that light is diffused across the skin for a soft and natural finish. I really have found nothing like it. This one's in stock at Boots and it is £32. You get 10 grams. It's got 5 stars. Really, really unique. I'm going to put a bit more on, because why not? So just dip in, tap off. Whew. It does feel so light. It's not a cakey, heavy layer at all. It's not messing with my glow in any way. I feel like I look angelic. Hasn't settled into my lines. Really beautiful powder. I suggest if you're a fan of this one. Oh, that's the one I've got empty, because I've got a backup of this one. So if you're anything like me, you may want to purchase one of those until you can find your next most loved powder. To set all this, I'm going to go back in with the Skin Love Glow Shield Prime and Set Mist. This gives such a nice glowy finish. Yeah, I'm going over the top. Oh. And that's added some radiance back into my skin. So I'm going to use a Becca lipstick which has been discontinued. This is the sheer lip tint colour, and this is the shade Estella, and this is one of those kind of lipstick hybrids. Still available on Look Incredible. Sheer kind of wash of colour. It contains shea butter, cocoa butter, honey, vitamin E, so it moisturises with a light natural caramel vanilla scent. Quite nice sleek tube. In terms of products that are still available, I would compare that product to the Tarte Lip Quench Lip Rescue. I have one in the shade Nude, and it's a similar kind of sheer colour with a lot of lip loving properties in there. These ones are on sale for $9.99 on Look Incredible, and the Tarte Lip Quenchers are £17. I am realising that I forgot to set my under eyes, so I do have one last product for you. It is the Becca Under Eye Brightening Setting Powder. Looks like that. And I think this is meant to be a dupe for the, I would argue, vastly superior Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. You can again see me use this Becca version of the under eye setting powder in a first impressions video, and my first impression was that I didn't like it. it just starts looking a bit too white casty, a bit too quickly for me. So I wouldn't recommend it. I look pretty white. I'm not a fan of that powder. That is the third step in the Becca eye brightening system. Laura Mercier all the way for me. So this under eye brightening setting powder claims to be a light reflecting loose powder for delicate eye area skin that instantly blurs fine lines and sets makeup. It says there's no flashback. It looks white to me already. So it's microfine, it claims not to crease. It's got Australian wild berry complex, raspberry stem cell extract. It kind of brightens a bit. I'm just not really a fan. If you are a fan, you can still pick this up at Boots for £20. It does actually have a almost 5-star rating, which I'm shocked about, so some people do like it. I would recommend this baby all the way. And this one costs £24. Okay, so here you have it. That's my finished Becca Heavy makeup look. I think Becca, no one did complexion better. We're gonna miss you. My favourite product of the bunch would have to be the Backlighting primer. Beauty Pie do a similar product that's quite good, but it just doesn't necessarily recreate the magic of this beauty. While I was finishing my eyes, I grabbed for you the other highlighters that I recommend. I love these Anastasia powder highlights. They, I would say, do stand up to the iconic Shimmering Skin Perfectors. Tell me, are you sad that Becca's closing? Were you shocked? Were you not shocked? Is there anything that you'll be stocking up with? Or are you just gonna move on right along? Do you love any of the products that I demoed today? Do you hate any of them? Do you have any more Becca musts in your collection? I want to hear all about it down below in the comments. That's it for today, guys. Thanks for being with me today on this sad day where we bid bye-bye to Becca. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.